This is Live at Lunch from KRFC 88.9 FM. My name's Ben and I'm your host. We broadcast from the Ginger and Baker studio in the heart of the Music District in Old Town, Fort Collins. We also stream worldwide on KRFCFM.org, and we're available as a podcast. Our guest today is a musician who's been described as someone who brings Western swagger that lands like leather boots on barnwood and brass. To me, he's just an attentive songwriter who writes tunes that make you think and make you want to listen again. He released his debut record in 2024. It had 9 songs on it, and he's threatening to release another record in 2025. Please welcome the Duncan Coker Band.
Cowboy's no stranger to the road. Used to be for me another kind of home. These days the longer I'm away, the more I need her every day. Passing stockyards, Cody to Cheyenne. It's been weeks, she's wondering where I am. Drive all night till I can't hold the reins, just to feel her call my name. Rolling like a wind that blows through Colorado mountains. She's how I know that I'm home. Rodeo girl, blue jeans and curls, rodeo girl. Days I spent looking for answers that I found right in front of me, wearing cowboy boots and a summer tan. She always moves like she's dancing. Rolling like wind that blows through Colorado mountains. She's how I know that I'm home. Rodeo girl, blue jeans and curls, rodeo girl. Now we place our trust, and the twilight follows us. She runs her hands through my hair, leads me upstairs. Rolling like a wind that blows through Colorado mountains. She's how I know that I'm home. Rodeo girl, blue jeans and curls. Rodeo girl, my place in this world. Rodeo girl. Oh yeah, she's my rodeo girl. Singer with a Nashville dream. Lately it was harder, it seemed all the towns started to look the same. Felt like she was getting further away. He'd been living there all his life. She came to play on a Saturday night at closing time. You walked backstage. She looked up from her lipstick case. Rosalie flies, Rosalie sings. Rosalie's in a Nashville dream where every sorrow goes in a song. Nothing bad ever lasts too long. She's gone to a Nashville dream. She was with him every night, so close by his side till she felt herself slipping away. Knew that she couldn't stay. Rosalie flies, Rosalie sings. Rosalie's in a Nashville dream where every sorrow goes in a song. Nothing bad ever lasts too long. She's gone to a Nashville dream. She always called it when she got lonely. Tall drink and let the phone ring. Now she's singing on the radio about the one she should have never let go. And he's working a midnight shift like he was hers and she was his. Rosalie flies, Rosalie sings. Rosalie's in a Nashville dream where every sorrow goes in a song. Nothing bad ever lasts too long. She's gone to a Nashville dream. Rosalie cries, Rosalie sings. Rosalie cries, Rosalie sings. Rosalie cries, Rosalie sings.
This is Live at Lunch, and our guest today is the Duncan Coker Band. Duncan, I love that song. That's probably the first song I heard from you. Spotify suggested it, and I listened to it. I loved it. And I didn't know you lived in Colorado. I just assumed...
Thanks so much. I remember you were definitely the first one to play that song on the radio. I was so stoked when I heard it on KRFC.
Yeah, I have played that one quite a bit. I liked it. What's the story behind that song?
The story, I for a bunch of years, I go to the Folk Alliance in Kansas City. And there's so many amazing songwriters and singers. And it just got me thinking about, trying to make it as a songwriter and kind of what you have to give up maybe. And, it's made up, but I think it kind of came out of that experience.
Cool. Well, I love that tune. And many of your others as well. Maybe we should start or move on next to introducing your band. Do you want to go around and introduce everyone?
On the guitar, Jason Paradise. On the fiddle, he goes by Duke, Chris Duke. And on the vocals, the wonderful Katie Mintle. Playing bass for us is Jerry Ware. And, oh boy, I don't know Chad's last name. Chad's filling in for us, that's right. Chad Irish on the drums. He's played a few gigs with us, but we're happy to have him.
All right, well, I'm glad you all are here. And Duncan, I read that you first started playing in bands when you were a kid in New Jersey.
Yeah,
and
sure.
When I first read that line, probably like everyone, I said, oh, well, that's how he got into songwriting with, the whole Springsteen thing and everything. But that's not true, right?
It's true. This was, this is going back a ways, but Springsteen had just sort of come out with like Born to Run, so you can do the math. But, I grew up like 20 miles from him, and like I love his music now, but back then it was like, we're better than the boss or whatever. It just wasn't cool to be a Springsteen fan back then. But I was into, Stones, Beatles, kind of like 60s music was my jam back at that time. And we did like Tom Petty covers, and we were more like a rock band or back in those days.
And then eventually you made your way back to writing kind of Bruce Springsteen-ish songs.
Totally, yeah. It took me a few years, but now he's one of my favorite writers. I mean, that Nebraska record and Goes to Tom Joad and all that stuff. He's a great writer.
Well, and like a lot of songwriters, most of your early songs are, I don't know, it's different for everyone, but sometimes those songs become basement songs or living room songs or maybe campfire songs.
Right.
But they never make it into a recording studio or maybe even past the open mic. I know that's kind of how you started playing in garages and open mics.
Yeah.
What pushed you past the open mics?
I would say in the last 12 years, I sort of, since like high school, whatever, but I got into writing songs, got into a song circle here in Boulder. We're sort of a Boulder, a lot of my folks up here from Denver, Boulder. But yeah, got into sort of the craft of writing songs, bring a song in every week, try it out. It's kind of a whole new thing of, telling stories, more of narrating kind of songs and trying to figure out chords that would go with that. And yeah, I'm still doing it, and you throw away a lot and every once in a while you keep one.
Yeah. Was that tough when you first started this songwriting circle to do one song a week?
It was, yeah. It was hard. I think I'm a little more thick-skinned now. Now I could bring in something and anybody can tell me it's terrible or it's good or whatever, and I'm like, okay, fine. But in those early days, yeah, I kind of took it personal, because they're kind of like from the heart, and it's like your baby, and you don't want to change stuff. But I think you can do both, and you have to be willing to change and rewriting and just keep writing. And I've gotten a little better at that. Yeah.
So are some of the songs on your new record from the songwriting circle?
Actually, that one, the first song, Rodeo Girl, was from way back. I'd probably started that maybe 10 years ago and just kind of said, it wasn't finished. And then I just kind of brought it back out again, and now it's one of our favorite songs. So that's going to be on the new album coming out.
Do you pull from songs from Regardless or whatever, or do you have a rule where your new record has to be all new songs?
Well, they are all new. I mean, none of them have been... that's the only song that I sort of started a long time ago. Everything else, probably definitely within the last year, or even 6 months. They're all pretty new. Yeah.
And do you record in a studio, or do you have a home studio?
I use my cell phone, but I give it like the cringe test. So the cringe test is when I have a new song, and it's kind of done. I'll record it into my cell phone as best I can, and then I'll take it out, go for a drive, whatever, and I'll listen to it a few times. And yeah, if I can make it through without cringing, or it doesn't make, then I'll keep it, or keep working on it, and that's kind of how I do it.
Duncan, what do you want to play next for us?
We're gonna play a song called "Carried Away." Bleed the night till it turns into the day. Can't say the words I love you, but are you meaning to stay? You throw rocks at my window, trying to drive me away. We both know in that storm, let's go. Love so hard that it aches. Girl, you ain't no angel, but you ain't no devil either. Tried to quit you once before, but I could never leave you, no darling. You throw rocks at my window, it takes more to drive me away. We both know in that storm, let's go. Where
love so hard that it aches. We can't go and we can't stay. We get carried away. You won't come to me tonight, but you hate to be alone. Driving up and down the boulevard drains everything I own. The sun's up in the valley, yeah, the rain's still on the pavement. Are you still wearing a last night's dress? 'Cause I ain't jealous yet, no darling. You throw rocks at my window. It takes more to drive me away. We both know when that storm lets go, they love so hard that it aches. We can't go and we can't stay. Say I'll make you crazy, will you do the same? Till we fall into that long embrace, and we get carried away. Carried away. Carried away. Carried away. Southern name, wore her gown with azaleas and grace. The kids were born and the dinners got made. Soon he forgot to ask about her days. Whiskey sours at the ladies' luncheon. Came to know everyone in Darlington. Still she longed to go run out in the rain. Wish that Pontiac would steal her away. Holly gave the money she needed, 'cause she made to believe in. So she was there, but he didn't see her, and now she's gone. No one's meant to keep her. Don't cry in the driveway, she said. Only the barn owls would know that she did. 29, it feels a lot older when you're young and never started over. Polly gave money she needed, 'cause she made to believe in. with azaleas and grape.
Good job.
You're listening to Live at Lunch on KRFC 88.9 FM, and we are interviewing and listening to the Duncan Coker Band. Duncan, is that your latest single? That
Yes,
last song,
that one's out, and it is our latest single. Yeah.
Will that be on the new record?
Yes, we're doing kind of the waterfall. I don't know. We're going to release 3 singles. We've released 2. There's one more to release, and then the whole record will be out probably in January or something.
And what are the other 2 singles?
Started Missing You, and we're going to release Rodeo Girl. It hasn't come out yet. That'll be the first song we played here.
And are you playing? Oh yeah, Are you playing Started Missing You later in the show?
We are. I think it's we're going to play it next actually. So yeah.
Oh, fun. When you bring these songs, you have them on your iPhone, and they pass the cringe test.
Yeah.
It's not Duncan Coker; it's the Duncan Coker Band. So how do these songs become band songs?
Yeah, I bring them in, and I'm really open to what everyone says, and some of them don't make the cut. It's just. We just kind of play them. I say, hear the chords, and most of them are first chorus, bridge kind of songs, and we play them. And if it feels good, then we'll start tweaking. Maybe we'll cut a verse or cut a chorus or a bridge or this or that. And I don't know. We just kind of, you can tell if it's going to work or not. And I think and I'm real open to, like I said, changing stuff. I don't get too attached. Or just scrapping it all together and then you move on to something else. So
yeah, plenty of songs. Jason, what's it like for you to play? What drew you into this music with the Duncan Coker Band?
I've been sidebanding for a long time, honestly, but I write songs as well, and sing and everything. So it's kind of nice to be able. I'm guessing for Duncan too, just to have somebody to bounce ideas off of, and the editing process, and especially. It's funny, too, the band's kind of gelled to the point where I remember maybe a couple months ago, Duncan brought in 2 songs to work on at rehearsal, and one of them was like an easier kind of groove to it, and that another one was more complex, and the one that was more complex, the band caught on to immediately. So it's kind of funny. It's just
weird.
A lesson.
Like, you
never.
know.
There's no guessing what's going to happen. Yeah. That's kind of the fun of it.
Jason, do you release the songs that you write and sing on?
Yeah.
What are they released under?
Under Jason Paradise.
Okay.
He's got a record out. It is really good.
All right,
He's
Jason
a great
Paradise?
singer, and everyone should go check it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Duke? What drew you into the Duncan Coker Band?
He called me up for a gig. I'm kind of making a living playing music.
Use this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of late making a living playing music because I've been hurt, and so it's hard for me to keep a job right now until I get healed up. So he called me up, and
we had a gig in Greeley, and Duke lives in Greeley, and it was perfect. That's how we met. That was about a year ago.
Yeah, and he's one of the first ones I've played with that actually has enough material to do a whole night, without doing any covers. And it's kind of a breath of fresh air because I do a lot of top 40 country because that's kind of what people want to dance to. And it gets old after a while. And, so I really enjoyed playing with him. I work a lot on trying to come up with a sound, a hook with a fiddle, something that kind of, makes the song stand out if I can.
Totally. Yeah.
Sometimes it's better I let it lay back.
Yeah.
I got a great guitar player, so it makes it easy for me.
I really like Duke's playing. It just fits our vibe. The fiddle, it just brings a whole, it puts it in that category where, sort of country, red dirt, folk rock, and, it kind of blends really well. And Duke's got a really good ear. And, it just fits great. We're lucky to have him.
Yeah. And Katie, I've heard your name around Colorado for a while. You sing with other folks, do some of your own stuff. I saw you on YouTube doing a cover song that was beautiful with a guitar player, and I should have, what was the song you did?
We did a few. We did just the two of us, Don't Dream It's Over. We did a bunch.
Yeah, that was really cool. And you do your own thing and you play with others as well?
Yeah, I'm singing harmonies for 2 other bands, and then a friend of mine just started writing together, and I love to write myself, so it's kind of very natural flow of musicians in and out.
Keeping busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jerry? Get the microphone over there. Yeah, there we
got
go.
it. Yeah, I think I started talking to you, Duncan. What was it, about February or something? I think we saw that Facebook message.
Yeah, I'll tell the story how we met. So it was Facebook. Just great way to meet musicians. Stuff. Put a little note up there. But when I talked to him on the phone, and Jerry does he plays a bunch of different instruments. He plays all kinds of different music, from gospel to Latin, lots of stuff. He does music production. I'm like, well, Jerry, why do you want to be in an alt country band? He's like, well, I like country.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, you're in. that was it.
Right answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always enjoyed country music, and it's just nice, chill. Always, my dream was now maybe in the future have a nice log cabin somewhere, just listen to country music. but yeah, someday. But yeah, I enjoyed been playing with the Duncan band. It's been, I think, since May.
Yeah, it's pretty new. I think Jerry started in May. But a lot of our bass player moved away, and yeah,
all really nice people. I love the music, and it's opened me up in a lot of hearing a lot of new things in country music. Listening to even Duke's playing on the violin and different stuff like that kind of helps. I like to train my ear for stuff. So just the more I hear and listen, the more it trains me as a musician, and I like that kind of stuff. So
Great bass player.
thank you.
Jerry's also got one of those remote cordless.
Yeah.
Not today, but in gigs. So a lot of times he'll be wandering out in the crowd, which is kind of fun. I'm like, hey, where's Jerry? I hear him, but I don't see him.
And then Chad, you're filling in, huh?
Yeah. I played maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, a little bit with you. And we played a couple shows with other bands that I've played in. We played together here, and I'm kind of a drummer for hire in a lot of different groups. My main gig right now is a band called Sarah Adams. We just did a West Coast tour. I also play with Jessica Lawden, Evan James, a bunch of people, local singer-songwriters. I do sound bath stuff. I do hand percussion stuff, drum set, jazz, Latin, country, kind of a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, keeps you busy.
Yeah,
we
I love it.
We played some gigs with Sarah Adams, and she's great. I met Chad through Katie, and they've done some solo stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
Katie
really
and I
cool.
played a festival up in Idaho once.
I got to give a shout out. So Jim Dorschel is our other drummer, our regular drummer, and he's a fireman, but he also does weddings. So he's marrying, I think, his niece this weekend. So I'm like, all right, I guess that's more important. But anyway, we miss Jim, but we're happy to have Chad here with us.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're here. I want to get back to songwriting a little bit. You said something that I thought put something that I often think about perfectly into words. You said, what else is songwriting but feelings channeled through fiction? And talk about that a little bit.
Well, it's telling stories, so that's the fiction part. But I try to, find a story and then make it real, try to show things, show what's going on, what does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it taste like? Just try to make it as real as you can for the audience or for whoever, who's listening. Because you only have 24 lines in a song, right? So you got to condense everything down. But yeah, it needs to come from the heart. There needs to be that feeling there. But you want to choose your words carefully and just try to make it interesting and fun for I think about the listener too when I'm writing stuff, especially with the band now. So
yeah. Well, and your songs have very different characters from song to song, but the perspective kind of always seems the same. So I could see how you're talking about the feelings as to make you feel something, but it could be totally different characters.
Yeah, and it's not all biographical. Some of it is. It's kind of a mishmash of stuff, but the narrator of my songs could be a younger me or an older me, or could be not me at all, and it just kind of frees you up to write about stuff. But I'm trying to, tap into a universal themes, and they work, love songs, breakup songs, or driving home to your loved one. They've been done before, but they still work. So you just try to do it well, and yeah, I think every songwriter puts some of their heart into it, and that's what makes it special, I think.
What do you want to play next?
We are gonna do "Started Missing You," which is
this is one of your new singles.
Yes.
And what's this? Is there a story behind this song?
Yeah. So this is it's like a breakup song. So picture a couple, they've had a fight and, they separate or whatever. And in that moment, they're like, yeah, I don't need that person. And then either a couple hours later or the next morning, they're like, well, what the hell have I done? And just when you start missing someone, that's what I'm trying to get to at this song. Jasmine's running through the sheets. How it grows as you go away, overtaking me as it plunders every corner of the bed. And the wind is becoming your best friend, blowing through my desert like you do. Makes me wonder when I'll see you again, coming through the door or leaving by the window. I wasted all afternoon. I got errands to do, but I started missing you. I wonder if you started missing me too. Started missing you. I wonder if you started missing me too. Wine you spilled soaked into the sofa. Said I was acting like a child over pictures and the letters that I wrote you. But who's the one that likes to play with fire? I hear that dripping in the kitchen. Was gonna try to fix it, but I started missing you. I wonder if you started missing me too. Started missing you. I wonder if you started missing me too. There ain't no right or wrong reason for the good times or the bad. Once I had you there dreaming, but I lost you just as fast. Wonder if you started missing me too. Started missing you. Wonder if you started missing me too. Seems like every winter leaves another mark, like a sundial etching its way across my heart, tracing all the steps, the rivers I've crossed, dares I took on, battles won and lost. Years flowing, the wild winds blow, friends grow up and towns grow old. Nothing changes, but it ain't like before. This outlaw's no kid anymore. Being lonesome and a rebel still found its appeal.
a head on my shoulder as I get behind the wheel. We drive across the moonlight, chasing our fate. She's all I ever wanted, I can see it in her face. Years go when the wild winds blow, friends grow up, towns grow old. Nothing changes where it ain't like before. This outlaw's no kid anymore. Holding on to spaces that don't touch the ground. I know what I'm chasing may not be found. Years flow and the wild winds blow, friends grow up, towns grow old. Nothing changes, but it ain't like before. This outlaw's no kid anymore. I was taught to make a difference, build a good life. I don't know if I did, but I ain't done trying.
That's the Duncan Coker Band playing for us on Live at Lunch on KRFC 88.9 FM. Is that a new song, Duncan? That No Kid
That
Anymore?
one's pretty new, yeah. That's going to be on the new LP coming out. Yeah.
And where are you recording the new LP?
We did it all at Broadway Music Studios in Boulder. I want to give a shout out to Bob Barrick, who's produced it, and also he's a songwriter himself. And Evan Reeves is the kind of runs that studio as well. We're gonna mix it. We're mixing it at Coop, so we kind of moved it just to get some fresh ears. But
is that where you did your last record?
it is, yeah. Yeah, it's homey. I feel at home there, and it's a lot of it is, it's not fancy. It's just more being relaxed and being around people that can give you ideas, and yeah, it's a nice space.
Feels natural.
Yes.
And you mentioned that you had a show coming up this fall that you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to talk about. We have a bunch of shows, but this one is a special one. We're going to be playing Swallow Hill in Denver, which we're really excited about. That's going to be November 9th. And yeah, go out there, go to the website, get more information. We'd love to have a full house for that one.
And then potentially a Northern Colorado show as well.
Yeah, we're gonna get we love Fort Collins, and it's a great place for music. But yes, we got a gig at the Swing Station, and that'll be in October or November. We haven't nailed down the date yet, but we'll be coming
Excellent.
to LaPorte.
Well, I look forward to that. So you released your self-titled record in 2024, and it had 9 songs on it. This one, your new one's going to have more than that.
Going for 11.
11?
Yeah.
How do you as a band single these songs out and decide which ones make the cut? Is it just, like you said, how it feels? Or?
Yeah, playing live has really... The first record was a studio record, and we didn't play any of those songs live. But all these songs on this new record we played live before, and it makes a huge difference. You just get the connection. You can really tell a lot if it's going to work. And it's also fun recording the whole record with all these wonderful folks up here. So we got to do it together.
It is interesting the difference between recorded music and live music. Certainly some songs get a bigger reaction live, but then when you release them in the streaming service, it's always a bit of a surprise which one rises to the top as far as numbers go. Were you surprised by Nashville Dream?
Pleasantly. That's still our number one. We've got the most streams on that particular song, and I'm proud of that song. I love that song. Yeah, you always hope that some of the other ones will get some attention too, but we're pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. I
Is it
hope
the-
some of these new songs get a warm reception. People
Do you
hear.
find the same thing happens in the live setting? That Nashville Dream gets the biggest response, or is it different?
I mean, we're trying to do. We do a lot of, up tempo, stuff you can dance to, 2-step, whatever, get out there. We usually put Nashville Dream kind of in the middle because it's sort of a slow song, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it when I was writing it that way, but it's more like a slow dance sort of. So we usually put that one in the middle, but yeah, everyone loves it. Jerry thinks that's his favorite song for sure. Right. Jerry always tells me, "Oh, I love that song."
It's in my playlist.
Yeah.
Well, in listening to that record, the one just the self-titled one, I might not have picked Nashville Dream as the cut. Like you have a couple other great ones on there, like Where the Magic Goes and Don't Ask.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
I might have picked one of those, but it's funny how that works.
Yeah. That was the same. Yeah. And we play them different live too. So, but it's hard to tell. But I think on the second album, we're leaning into the backbeat, the rock side a little.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not a rock record, but it's a little more in that direction. The first record was a little more on the acoustic-y side with some rhythm section as well. But
do you always write on the acoustic guitar?
yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's always on this guitar. I wish I could play piano. I'd love to write on the piano, but I cannot play it.
Well, there's time.
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So we were talking about how you grew up in New Jersey and some in South Carolina.
Right.
What brought you out to Colorado?
Originally in the 90s, I came out here before I had met my wife and family and everything. And it was just the mountains and the beauty and, the ski towns and all that. And much later, we moved out here from the East Coast with my wife, and she loves Colorado. And we're like, hey, and we have a family, and we're like, let's raise our family out in Colorado. So we moved out here in 2013, and I have 2 girls in high school. They were little then. You can just kind of take
Time
them
flies.
wherever you want.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Great wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my Jules, my lovely wife. She's been to a lot of gigs, but
yeah, I see her in all the photos.
Yeah.
Well, while we're doing thanks, I'd like to make sure that we thank the Live at Lunch crew. We've got Eric Delano on lead videographer. We've got Reed Goodwin over here on video, and we also have Colton Benning on audio and video. And also, if you missed this show or just caught half of it and you want to check out the whole thing, you can go to KRFC's RadioVision channel on YouTube and see the video of the show. You can always go to the archives as a podcast and listen to the show without the video. We encourage you to subscribe to KRFC's RadioVision channel on YouTube because you'll get notifications when we release new episodes, and you can always go back and check out the archives. And so I want to make sure that you have a chance to do that. And also, thank you all for tuning in to Live at Lunch. This is a fantastic show to do, and we love giving exposure to artists like Duncan Coker Band. Got a couple more songs. What do you want to do next, Duncan?
yeah, we do. We're going to do a slow one. This one's called Love Me a Little. Saw you in the grocery store, right into your phone. I knew I couldn't leave you there like that. Walked you to your car, honey, I know it's hard. I've been on the rebound to myself. It's hard not to let it show. Maybe we're supposed to be here, no one else will. So if you can't love a lot right now, then love a little. If you can't love a lot, then love me a little. Sharing the mountain view, you never wear your shoes, and all your
kisses feel like a first time. Yeah, we just met, we're on a trapeze without a net, but I'll be there to catch you every time. Saw her at the lady show. Maybe we're supposed to be here, no one else will. But if you can't love a lot right now, then love a little. If you can't love a lot, then love me a little. The only lessons are the ones we learn, one heart at a time. So if you can't love a lot right now, then love a little. Yeah, if you can't love a lot, then love me a little. If you can't love a lot, then love me a little. Take back roads and drive straight through. Count the headlights as they pass. All the truckers they'll be running too. There's no comfort on this land. Sirens in my head, are they real or in a dream? Once those rivers start flowing west, we can finally get some sleep. Tell me a favorite story, one where you're floating through the air. Take a ride to hope and glory. Darling, wake me when we're there. Up in the darkness, lighting candles for the dead. Don't remember how it started, only know how it ends. Red dress in your suitcase, we can stop somewhere to dance. All the worries that accumulate, we can set them on the wind. Tell me your favorite story, one where we wind up millionaires. Take a ride to hope and glory. Darling, wake me when we're there. There's an old man sipping coffee, and a young girl twirls her hair. Rocking chairs there for rocking, and space to fill the air. Tell me your favorite story, one where we're floating through the air. Take a ride to hope and glory. Darling, wake me when we're there. Take a ride to hope and glory. dancing window, she looks back as she goes, tracing her mistakes, watching the pendant pass. She thinks of all the times walking with the moonlight on her face. And in my mind, she waits for me, so I can follow anywhere she leads. Late at night, she can't sleep. Don't you weep, my Aunt Marie. All her candle fire, she burns deep inside, safe from the winter wind. And the past can be a crowded place where dreams get misplaced. She's hungry to find them again. And in my mind, she waits for me, so I can follow anywhere she leads. Late at night, she can't sleep. Don't you weep, my Aunt Marie. In her eyes, don't know if I should laugh or should I cry. And in my mind, she waits for me, so I can follow anywhere she leads. Late at night, she can't sleep. Don't you weep, my Aunt Marie. Late at night, she can't sleep. Don't you weep, my Aunt Marie.